What's up, everybody? Welcome to the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks, coming to you live from Houston, Texas, where we're broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And today is Tuesday. Tuesday. Let me share the show. I know y'all a little bit behind. Let me see. Let me share the show. If I can pop. Okay, there it is. Robert Hatter right there. I shared it. I'm going to share it one more time. Let's see. What do I want to share? Oh, y'all want to share with my groups? 1, 2, 3. Part of 3 groups. Then I want to go. What's up, big coach? Then I want to go over to YouTube and share it over there. Big coach is in the building. I see you, baby. I see you. I see you, the first one in the building. I see you. 1, 2, 3. Oh, my main man is back. Uh-oh. They're back. Robert Young is back in the building. Hold up, Rob. I'm just trying to get everything right and go to all my share the show and do all that kind of stuff. Let's see. Uh hold up, man. What I'm doing? Trying to make stuff happen around here. Some crazy stuff happened too last night. I got some stuff to share with y'all. Man, people getting on these podcasts and just going crazy on each other. I see. Yeah, y'all. I ain't never doing that to nobody. If I have to do that to you, I just ain't got time. But I'm watching these guys. They're just going crazy. I got my sinus is kind of allergies kind of messing up just a little bit. But I think I shared the show. Somebody just sent me something. Hold on, let me see what they want. They say they got it. Thanks. Okay, about time. Baby K, is that Miss Belinda? Belinda, that's Miss Belinda. Look at her. Ricky Scott, where you been, man? I got 2 people over here I ain't seen in a while. I be worried about y'all. I really do. I be worried about y'all when y'all just don't. What y'all be doing? I got to work. Well, okay, I got you. I ain't mad at you. Long as you going back later on YouTube and watch it. Don't go back and watch it on Facebook later. Go back and watch it on YouTube at night later on. Okay. So it's y'all. I got several different ways that I can go on this show today. That's what I love about it. I can go over here and talk about the games. I can go over here and we can go over here and talk about the Houston Texans, man. Y'all want to talk about them? We can talk about the Astros. Jordan Alvarez pull up lame last night. We can talk about that. We can talk about the whining about Tom Brady being in the coach's booth last night, and he's a announcer for the show. We can talk about that. But let me see. Let me see what they're doing. Let's see. Paige Beckers, nearly unanimous, won the Rookie of the Year. I'm just going looking at just stuff to see if anything happened on. Let's go to basketball. Let's go to college basketball because we talk about that a lot. Let's go to men's basketball and let's see if what's their headlines. What their headlines? What they talking about? Oh, they still talking about. Okay, they ain't got no news going over there. They still got up. But that is Moody. Belinda, what's been happening since you ain't been here? Ricky Scott, what's been happening since y'all been gone that y'all want to talk about that you didn't get a chance to talk about on the show? And I probably missed it. Tell me. Talk to me. Ricky Scott and Texas gave the game away. Defense and special teams played spectacular. Okay. Yeah. But defense and special teams is a part of the game. And got somebody just sent me something. What's this girl's name? I mean, what happened last night? So what do y'all think about the Texans right now? I got time today. What do y'all think about it? You know I'm gonna share some stuff with you a little later, but you know I like to know, what do y'all think about the Texans? I watched the game. I don't like the NBA. I'm telling y'all, the NFL. I don't like them. I don't like all them up around here having a moment of silence for Charlie Kirk. All except 5 teams. And these slick ass people out here over there on Fanning, the Texans, they didn't tribute to him. They just had a moment of silence. They didn't put his name of none on the screen. Man, I'd rather you, if you are who you are, be who you are. Quit all the slick stuff, Houston, Texas. We know who y'all are. I forget. Hold on, somebody. This kid just, this kid. They just told me it's 5 teams. Didn't? Let me see if I still got it pulled up. Let me see. I still got it pulled up. Just had it. Guy was talking about it. Where? Yeah, it's coming. It's coming. It's coming. Okay, it's coming. Cause I remember all these people. Yep, it's coming. Hold on. My girl done quit on y'all. Molly. Molly said, I'm sick of you. Y'all hold up a second. Y'all hold up a second. Let me mute myself right quick. Ladies and gentlemen, science is killing me. My man, he said, I read that only 20 of the top 100 high school basketball players are committed to college. What you mean? 20 of the top high school basketball players are committed to a college. Which year? Which year? What are you talking about? Get some context to it. I read, where you read it at? Who wrote it? Give us some more information about it. I mean, give us something, y'all. This what was put up on YouTube. Facebook people, y'all know this what would y'all do with that? This what was put up. I mean, this is. I mean, I don't understand what you're talking about. Where you read it at? Who wrote it? Let me put it back up there. Who read it? I mean, who wrote it? I'm just trying to, I just be trying to figure stuff out. Who wrote it? Let's see, can I make that a little bigger? Let's see. Who wrote it there, Bond? You know, when y'all put stuff up here, y'all know I like to know what y'all talking about. Hold on, let me try to make that. I'm trying to bring this over. I'm sorry, y'all. Let's he got me. Hold on. Y'all got me messed up. Let me see. There we go. Go over, go over, go over. All right, now I'll be able to. I don't know what you're talking about. Bartholomew. I got you. I got that thing you sent me. It was a small article. I mean, it was. He didn't give me no context. CJ been struggling ever since he was seen with Amber Rose. Nah, I don't think that. CJ just wasn't that good all the time, y'all. And that's all. It ain't no big deal. Them quarterbacks from Ohio State, they just all don't pan out all the time. So It's kind of normal. But the man said he read the only 10 of the top have committed to a college. But where you read it at? Tell us where you read it at. Read it at. Tell us where you're reading it. I guess you're typing right now. Find out where you read that at before you say it. I'm not familiar with it. I don't care. They're taking their time. They waiting on the right situation. It don't matter to me. When these young kids sign. What's up, D Holcomb? But what was I? What was I gonna go with this? What was I gonna go? I was gonna go somewhere. Let's see. I was gonna go somewhere. No, I ain't gonna do that. Going back to find the universities are reluctant to sign high school kids. No, no, they're not. Not the top ones. They ain't going. The top 100 gonna get signed. Top 100 gonna get signed. I don't even know what you're talking about. Yeah, find that. That's something. See, y'all got to watch all of these articles, y'all be. I be keep trying to tell y'all, anybody can write anything. I'm just trying to find something. I'm really trying to find something to that I had. But today marks the 61. No, yesterday marks 61 years of the bombing of the Birmingham 10th Street Baptist Church. The tragedy took away the young lives of these young ladies right here. Our 4 beautiful Black girls: Addie Mae Collins, Carol Robertson, Cynthia Wesley, and Denise McNair. They don't like, some of these people don't like, I have to talk about it on this show because some people trying to erase this out of their kids' memory. And I hope their kids watching the show. The heartbreaking loss turned this into action and shaped the civil rights movement. That's why this is so significant. Those are the girls right there who got bombed in that church. Redneck, racist dudes went and just bombed the church. The church. He said, I seen it on Rival, but it's also said the majority of the kids were still taking up issue with this. Yeah. It ain't nothing wrong with the kids not being signed. It ain't that's nothing yet. Damn season ain't started. School season ain't started yet. Chop Shop listening to you and Earth, Wind, and Fire. That's the way of the world. Great album. Oh my God. Harold Tillman, that's a great album. You're gonna make me listen to that. I'm gonna listen to that today. But somebody was asking me a question. Share the show, because somebody was asking this question, and a lot of y'all Houston people, and I'm a Houston person. Do Houston fans suck in general? He said, I'm currently researching the situation at Delta State. I'm seeing posts of another tragic event that happened. So did I. I got to talk to somebody down there first. But do Houston fans suck in general? Yeah. Delta State. I didn't want to talk about that trauma. That's trauma porn to me. I didn't want to talk about it intentionally. Ricky Scott. Y'all just go and research that on your own. What we gonna do about it? We ain't gonna talk. What we gonna do about it? Baddest movie. But Houston fans, they say y'all suck in general. Astros fans suck. The Cougars fans suck. They couldn't even fill up. Everybody else fill up when Colorado come to town, except Houston. The Rockets fan, you can always get in the Rockets game. You can always get the Texas game at the attendance at the time of the kickoff. And I know it was an early start. It was terrible in there. So they asked me, what? Um, they something I don't like. I don't know if I don't like it or not. It's just it's kind of getting to me a little bit. The Marley Karam situation. It said she was gonna play the rest of the day out, a year out, and she was gonna leave. But they said this morning, somebody sent me something this morning and said Molly didn't show up on the show today. And I know a lot of people don't like. I like Molly, but I like to seeing women on talk shows. I really do. I don't see no whole lot of dudes. That's really I told you I don't I really don't listen to them no more. Uh, Live. I don't listen to them live. I might go back if I have time. I get snippets on Twitter or something like that. I I have access to the same information that a lot of them guys have. So that's just me. I don't know about y'all. And I just try to bring it to y'all. But what Stephen A said, he came on TV, they say she has been an enormous part of our success for a decade. She did it with dignity, class, and kindness, to say the least. We'll miss her and wish her every blessings on her future. That was Stephen A. Smith talking about Molly Karam. Um, and then what's them people? The president, Burke Magnus, he said Molly has been an integral part of ESPN since 2006 and a key driver of First Take success since joining as host a decade ago. She elevated the show with a poise, a skill, a professionalism, while supporting others as a kind and encouraging teammate. We respect Molly's decision, which I wish her the best in her future, and thank her for her extraordinary daily, commitment to sports fans and ESPN. Huh. Okay. And then Molly came back and said something. She said, "Coach, y'all know I'm saying, why did Molly leave? Because they said they offered a contract. She didn't even want it. Why? What happened? Uh, they didn't expect for the news to get out this quick, so she came out. She said, now that the news came out earlier than I intended and not in the way I hoped, to my First Tech family, after much reflection, I decided it's time to close this incredible chapter and step away from First Take. Hosting this show has been one of the greatest honors of my career. Every morning, I had the privilege of sharing the desk with some of the most brilliant, passionate, and entertaining voices in sports, and with all of you, the best fans in the world. She said, so I'm grateful for what this journey has given me, lifelong friendships, unforgettable memories, and a chance to be part of something truly special. From the bottom of my heart, she said, thank you for welcoming me to your homes. Stay tuned. Other word, I got some. And then they released a statement that they reached a multi-year extension with Malika Andrews. I'm talking about ESPN, period. Uh, I don't see Malika being on First Take. I just don't. I just don't. Who is it? Oh man, I didn't know that. Hey, look at him smiling. Oh, his mama there. Okay. Somebody just sent me some pictures. They went out to L.A. and checked out my food truck out there in L.A. And Robert Young and his family, Rosie and Taylor, she graduated another step to being a doctor. and yeah, she got a certificate out there out in Santa Barbara. So they stopped by. Man, I appreciate when people go by and do that and take out their time. Rod Wells, Bobby Benjamin, been there. Dame Haskett, then been there when they go to LA. So when you go to LA, and if you want to go get some Memphis flavored wings, I got you covered. I got you covered out there. Okay. But Rob, they just sent me the pictures. It's crazy. It's crazy. So I mean, it's sometimes, y'all. Sometimes you just got to sit back and pinch yourself that you affecting people all over the country. Hold up, he sent some more pictures. He sent me another. Oh, they had a picture of my grandson with him too. Cause I was wondering. I said he's smiling. I said usually he don't smile with everybody, but he was smiling away. So that put a smile on my face. But I was just thinking. I'm just watching sports and just write stuff down. Hatter, I want to say good and vote. Go and vote midterms. But it seems that these people are doing and saying what they want. When I say people, I mean people. I mean them people. I'm sure we can read between the lines. May not do any good. Yes, it will. Johnny Arnett. Johnny and I always remember this. Just always remember this. So you can take this since you didn't know. I'm assuming you didn't know because you said may not do any good. If the neglect of voting got us in this situation, when we vote like crazy, it can get us out of this situation. Those are elected officials, man. You can vote them out. But when you have this attitude, it may not do any good. No. How they got in there, because people said that last statement right here may not do any good. No, every vote matters. If voting gets you in, like people talking about they get sick, if eating gets you sick, eating better food will get you better. You following me? Things, it's better. Okay, college basketball commitments plummet amid big changes in recruiting. They still gonna get to go to school, man. It just ain't gonna do it earlier. Hey, Rob, not to change the subject, but damn them. Damn who? But them damn. But them damn what? But them damn what? Y'all, we got to vote. 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 A lot of us, y'all, if you go look at the thing, a lot of us just didn't vote at all. He said, what he said, but them damn wings, the Memphis wings were off the chain. We love them. Rob got every flavor. Rob, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't tried every flavor. I like the Memphis Gold. I like the Memphis Gold with the jerk rub on it. I like that one. That's my favorite. And the French fry. Rob, did you take the French? Rob, I hate to say it. Did you taste the French fries? They said don't get high on your own supply. But you know, I'm out of town. So when I go out there, I got to eat something. I'm serious, y'all. When I'm in Houston, I don't buy wings anymore. I don't go get wings anywhere anymore, because they don't taste like that. And Rob, you on here, just tell me, and you can say it. You can tell me another wing place is better. It's cool. But I've never tasted the wings like the wings from Memphis with Love. That's the name of the wing truck. It's called From Memphis with Love. When you go to LA, let me know. Everybody who been by there said they love it. But Rob said he loved them wings. Yeah, Rob, I mean, I just want to know. Wingstop can't touch them. What's enough? BW, whatever that BW3, they can't touch him. Can't touch him. Can't touch him. So when you're in LA, especially if you're downtown, I got you. All right. But y'all, I was thinking about something, right? You know how powerful this app is? That app, Twitter is. Show you how powerful it is. I remember when Odell Beckham's daddy had the world thinking that Baker Mayfield was a bad quarterback for all them years. Y'all don't remember that? Baker Mayfield, go Google it. Talking about the Odell Beckham daddy talking about Baker Mayfield ain't this and ain't this, ain't this, ain't that. That whole app, they had us think Baker Mayfield went out there and took the game from the Texans last night. That's how a quarterback, and ever since that little boy, CJ, ever since he tried to talk, let me see if I got it. I can't put no football. I ain't putting no football stuff. They flagged me yesterday for football. Y'all ain't putting no football stuff up there. But I mean, it's crazy. But what I would like for y'all to know, that's why I always try to do stuff and I always try to include people. And I don't exclude people. I always try to make sure people get together in this city because we are strong individually. We're strong individually, but together we can build a whole city. We can do everything. We can build up a city together. Together. Reginald Simpson over there doing his thing. Robert Young doing his thing. Darryl Barnes, you're doing his thing. Johnny Arnett going doing his thing. Big Coach off doing his thing. Bartholomew off doing his thing. All these guys, Ricky Scott, everybody. D. Holcomb, you off doing your thing. Belinda off doing her thing. Everybody, I'm just going down the line. What if we did something together? What if we did something together? All them guys in the NBA got all this wealth. Y'all see all this money, but they ain't doing nothing together. People are keeping these guys separate. LeBron off there doing his thing. Everybody up there doing it. What if they all did it something together? He said we had wings and the fries, man. I'm not just saying this because you my dude, even Rose, but they both were talking about the unique taste that they had. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, dude. If they wasn't good, I tell you. Y'all gotta realize, if it ain't good, I'm not doing it. If it ain't good, I'm not doing it. I'm just telling you. It's not gonna happen. I try. But thank you, Rob. Thank you, Rosie. Thank you, Taylor. And but I was just thinking, y'all, stronger. You're strong individual. Oh, y'all strong people. But can you imagine doing something together? We can build up this city. And I was thinking about my daughter. She told me this weekend she went to see Chris Brown. She felt when I went out there. I had to go for Labor Day. I went out there to keep my grandson because they flew to DC to see Young Jeezy. You know, they're young. They like that kind of stuff. So she called me, said, yeah, I went to see Chris Brown the other night. I said, what? She said, but I was thinking about Chris Brown. Because they said he turned Houston out. They said he turned Houston out. And I like Chris Brown, but I just can't. I couldn't. As a matter of fact, I didn't know about it because if I had known about it, I would have went. But what Chris Brown, it just made me think about what did he do? Somebody made me think about what did he do so good in his last life that he gets all this talent in this life. Y'all, he can sing. One of my favorite movies is This Christmas. When he was a little baby, they called him Baby. The little brother. singing this Christmas. He can sing. He's 6'1". He can dance his butt off. The girls think he handsome. He can fight. He can hoop. He can draw. A good artist. And he rich. What did he do in his last life that he gets all of these talents? Ladies and gentlemen, he's flying around the stadium here, the baseball stadium. What is called now? It used to be Minute Maid. It's called something else now. I ain't caught on to that name yet because I ain't been out there yet. But he's flying upside down in a baseball stadium singing. And he's singing like he on the radio upside down. Somebody said Chris performed at Wrigley Field 2 weeks ago. Yeah, they all packed. They all packed. They had SoFi off the chain this weekend in LA. Had Russell Westbrook in there doing every dance he did. Russell Westbrook off the chain. And y'all, I'm just going around the news. I'm just going to finding y'all stuff that just make me just say, Then I thought about, where is the respect? This boy Damon Dash, I can't play this stuff because it's people intellectual property. This dude Dame Dash goes on The Breakfast Club and just called these two guys gay and talking crazy to Charlamagne and the other dude. And they calling him broke and all of that kind of stuff. What's wrong with some of these Negroes, man? Some of you Negroes, y'all always want to talk about other people. Eric Harris, Ricky Scott. I just wasn't brought up like that, man. These three black men on Breakfast Club just going at it. And then I get on here and talk about not voting. Try to tell somebody. That man talking about publicly they'll be friends next month. You don't get your black ass on a national platform and this one or any of it and sit here and go back and forth talking about another black man, Bartholomew. I don't know where you came from. No, I don't want to hear about their publicity. They'll be friends next. I don't want to hear about that. You Negroes would do anything for publicity? Is that what you saying? Publicity. They'll be friends next month. The damage is done. Why? Just cause they've been doing it for years, dude, don't mean it's right. I get sick of people like you who say that. He been selling dope for years. He been selling dope for years, Hatter. He been raping your son, your son for years. He been doing it for years. What's wrong with y'all? Bartholomew, I know you ain't been on this show long enough. We don't play that. They've been doing it for years. Man, I don't give a fat rat's ass about rap culture. That's not my culture. Ain't got nothing to do with no damn rap culture. That's just too grown. These dudes too damn old to be around here talking about some rap culture. These dudes 50 years old, man. They've been doing it for years. They've been doing it for years. It's publicity. So all these people are publicity whores. Publicity whores. Okay. You miss me with it. But then things got awkward, ladies and gentlemen. And it is what on this show called "It Is What It Is." This ghetto, this show out there, I somebody just sent me the information on it. Every time I see it pop on my feed, I just go by it. But I had to talk about this one because this dude Cameron tells Adrian Broner, this dude right here. Let me see. Y'all need to share this show. Y'all need to share this show. Yeah. The can. Wait a minute. Let me see. I got this right. Yeah, this dude right here. Just in case y'all didn't know. This the dude right here.
But you could call me the can man, because anybody can get it. Africans, Americans, Dominicans, Mexicans, anybody can get it.
But I thought he was gonna be cold. And he was terrible. What's up, Seneca? I thought he was gonna be good. But y'all, he go on this show, and Cameron had to tell him, man, get off the show. After he tried to holler at the little young girl of Treasure Wilson. Stat baby, they call her. He went on. Now, he was drunk and made inappropriate comments to this girl several times, and Cameron had to tell him, man, chill. And he was shown the exit in the middle of the interview. He kicks him off the show. But I guess that's for publicity. That's the rap culture. They've been doing it for years. Man, he flirting with the girl and her boyfriend is on the set. That could have caused a problem. Cam told him to get your ass out here, bro. Get out. And he kept trying to talk to the female co-host, Treasure Wilson. They call her Stat Baby Stat. Is that right, Baby Stat? Yes, Stat Baby. That's what it's called. Cam gave him warning after warning. Told him to chill out, but he kept doing it. Even when they talking to the other guests, he was talking. I can't show it because I don't want to show their stuff on my show because I get flagged. Y'all go find this. Chill out, man, but he kept on. Because what? Hold on. Publicity. They'll be friends next month. Hold up. Wait. They've been doing this for years. They feel it's part of rap culture. See, Mr. Bartholomew, you didn't know this what I had in store. Stat baby, yeah. I really think he was drunk, the way he was talking. But the young lady's boyfriend was there. Man, you're being so disrespectful. The man telling you. It's proper protocol. It's called professionalism. They're trying to interview other guests and you still talking on the mic. I'm a girl, you show the girl. Girl, I like how you get. Like, just thirsty. Y'all got to see it. I ain't know you looking this good in person. Now he interviewing somebody else. He talking. They're trying to interview the other guests, and he's still talking in the mic. And he was making her uncomfortable. You can see it. And Cam, I like him now because he was protecting the young lady. The boyfriend was there, and he's still trying to shoot his shot. And they trying to do a show. Man, this guy need to grow up. Because we got people out here say, Robert, publicity, they'll be friends next month. Robert, they've been doing this for years. Robert, they feel it's part of the rap culture. Robert, this is what they do. They trying to do a show. That's why his boxing career never panned out. And hold up, Cam got up and went in his money bag and peeled off some money and went and took him some money and said, here, man, you can wait on me outside, but you got to get your ass out of here. Paid him. Hugged him. Take this chain and get the hell out of here. You disrespected my young black woman. So it ain't a part of the culture. Robert. They been doing, evidently Cam ain't been doing this for years. Publicity? Yeah, we know Dame Dash. Why they even have him on the show? Dame Dash. But what wrong with these people getting on these shows and talking about each other like that? I like how Cam protected Stat. I like that. That's how you supposed to do. Cam didn't say, watch this. Cam didn't say, what did he say? It's just publicity. They'll be friends next month. Cam didn't say they've been doing this for years. Cam didn't say it feels like it's part of rap. Get your ass out of here. That's what we got to start doing. And quit being groupies. And kissing these people behind. Because they on TV. Because they got some followers. I ain't looking for no cheerleaders. I'm trying to build a team. Boy, I like that, Robert. God, it just came out of it. I ain't looking for no cheerleaders. On this show, I'm trying to build a team. Because it's going to be something that all of us going to take all of us to do. And I got to get y'all mind right so y'all can be ready when the call comes. Because some of y'all still ain't got it. Y'all don't understand the power that we have. Shout out to Michael Jordan. Because people always talking about he don't do this, he don't do this, he just never publicizes it like that other guy. But he discovered his high school janitor was still working at his high school 80 years later and provided him the following. Paid off his mortgage, covered his medical expenses, provided a steady retirement income, and upgraded his house with ramps and railings. That's immediately affecting somebody. Ladies and gentlemen, we bigger than this. I was just thinking about them Texans, right? They were awful. Defense folded. Somebody talking about he had a good defense. Defense folded when the team needed it most. See, the defense got to be great when the team needed it most. You can't let that man get that first down. This was supposed to be a Super Bowl caliber defense. But last night, is the honeymoon over for CJ Stroud? Y'all tell me, is the honeymoon over for him? And shout out again to that young man yesterday, Lamar Wilkinson. I'm going to talk about him. So y'all just get used to this name. I'm going to talk about him. Because I don't know what happened, and I don't need to find out what happened. But this young man was at Sam Houston, and Sam Houston gave him a chance. He down there balling his butt off. But the big high major said, "Man, here your $1 million. Come on, man. Come on." And the boy said, "Wait a minute. I done left my boys down there at Sam Houston. You know what? I'm gonna take $100,000 of my money and send it back to Sam Houston. Tax write-off too." Thought about that, Seneca. Charlene, hey baby. I thought about that. Seneca. Seneca, watch this. Somebody gave me a little solution last night. Seneca, what about this, Seneca? Y'all help me out. I need some comments now. Lori, I need you. Seneca, I need you. Charlene, I need you. I need y'all to talk to me. Y'all talk to me. Because when y'all talk to me, I talk back. I just don't want to be up here. Well, y'all, this happened, this happened. I want to hear what y'all got to say. This young man, Sonya, you went on the show yesterday. This young man, Lamar Wilkinson, went to Sam Houston, right up 45, like coming to see you, son. Right up 45, that big old white ass statue up Sam Houston right there, right up there. That little boy went to that school. Indiana said, "We want you, big 6 foot four shooting the piss out the ball. We want you up here." So they bought him out. They bought him away from him. Just took him from Sam Houston. But the kid said, I don't know what happened. I ain't found out yet now. I'm going to find out. But the kid said, whoa, because I ain't never seen another kid ever in my entire life do this. Not one ever, definitely not one of these ones in Houston. Nobody ever did this. Nobody. In Memphis, nobody. The boy said, look, here, 100,000. Well, he said 6 figures, so I'm assuming it's 100,000. Send 100,000 back to his old program, his mid-major program, because he know that'll help them. Y'all follow me? Watch this, son. The next solution to fix this transfer portal thing, it's great that the small school get value for what they did for the kid. The issue is that the money had to come from the player. I think it should have came from the school, especially the bigger schools that took the players. Let's make the big schools pay the small schools when they poach their players. You know that player got to go. These people talking about give me $1 million. I got to go. And when a player transfer up to a bigger school and the school is giving them this big NIL bag of money, that school has to pay to me. They're just giving some to me. I'm just me. A designated percentage fee of what they're paying the player. Back to the smaller school where that player came from. What do y'all think about it? If they got $1 million, they pay 10%. If the player gets his money, they send that $100,000 back to their school. It would completely solve the issue. But it would always it would just close a little bit of the spending gap. From mid-major to high major. What do y'all think? Especially in college basketball. And not for all transfers, just when you go up to them big colleges. Just the ones who are transferring up to the bigger school. Or instead of a percentage, so you don't want to know what the player got, because everybody don't want to know your business, just give them a flat fee. Thought about that. Y'all, I was on my thing yesterday. Rob said he think it's fair. Rob also think, Sonya, I also want y'all to take this time out You know I got to talk about my girl. I got to talk about Miss Carla Giuliano. I got to make sure y'all, I don't never want y'all to say, well, Robert, why didn't you tell me, Otha Brown, why didn't y'all tell me about this lady? Why? Why? Why didn't you tell me at Elite Docs? She got so much stuff going on over there, man. I can go on and on. Health and Beauty, 832-446-3206. Just call and say, Robert Hatterson, you can help me. I look at how she did dude's hair, man. This dude happened in I can't even say it. 3 months after the first treatment, made the man, he got his hair back. And look, you don't have to go to Turkey and get that hair done. Hair restoration. You don't have to go to Turkey to grow your hair. A lot of people doing that. Carla Giuliano has what you need with no surgery involved. Not, if you don't need it, tell your friend who won't. Man, I'm worried about man, I'm worried about my hair. She is the Michael Jordan of hair restoration. You call her. And women, she got this shot called the O shot. I don't know what it is. They tried to tell me. I'm not going to say whatever it is, you women do. Call and say Robert Hatter sent you. All right. What's up, Alpha Yo? What's going on? Oh my people. Oh, I got Alpha Yo. Oh, now I can start the show. He said, hey, sometime the NFL have to pay out another player contract to get them from another team. No. Nah, Rob, I don't know what you're talking about. Seneca said, I need that. Seneca, Seneca, I'm gonna put it back up there, right? Put that number, just peep the number and say, tell her Robert Hatterson. Seneca, when you come and get your consultation and when you come up in there, you got free wine. They serve you wine. It's out there in Sweetwater, out there in Sugarland. You talking about buyout from NFL teams. Now, this what this is a model of is what they do overseas. When you try to buy a player or you want to poach a player from them big leagues overseas, this is a big overseas practice. This ain't no over here practice. That's what they do overseas in the basketball leagues over there. But let me keep going because some interesting stuff been happening, and I want to share with y'all. Let's see. I got let's see where I'm at. Oh, that was a question. Oh, no. The NFL don't do that. Hatter, I agree with that. Hatter, you had talked about this a few months ago. Kenny Blakely from Howard talked about this also. Oh, which thing I talked about? Because I keep going. I talk about a million things. Y'all are a little behind me. So I don't know which one I'm talking about. But a guy was just, it was asking me, Rob. He said, Rob, when do you give up on a quarterback? CJ Stroud, the boy who paint his nails, what the boy Caleb Williams, they struggling. When do you give up? I have Carla's number on lock. I'm going very soon. Look at her. Had a y'all help me. Come on. I see. I like the business part of the NFL. Because I was in it for 30 something years. So I got this affinity and I can talk to it from a perspective, from a different perspective. Oh, yeah. Okay, I got you. I like that. See, when y'all see these quarterbacks, when y'all see Baker Mayfield, he goes over to Cleveland, right? Odell Beckham over there with him. Odell Beckham talking negative about Baker Mayfield. Do y'all know since Baker Mayfield has left Cleveland and got down there with Todd Bowles, black head coach, had Byron Leftwich and all them. No, he didn't have Byron Leftwich. I think Byron Leftwich, but he got that influence of Todd Bowles. He has led the NFL in touchdown passes. So he left this inept environment that my young fella, I don't know why he was in a hurry. Don't go to Cleveland because they ain't never developed nobody ever. They called themselves buying them a quarterback. They thought they could buy Deshaun Watson, and he pulled up lame. He wasn't playing good when he got there. He started playing worse when he got there. So I'm thinking about there's a lot of people who have no idea what they're doing when they're tasked with coaching a quarterback or calling an offense. Robert, they in the NFL. They got to be the great. It ain't but 30. Ladies and gentlemen, these people have jobs just because they was promoted. These people get jobs. People at your company can't ain't in leadership don't know nothing. But the company's doing well. So you assume that they doing well, but they ain't got a clue. Sometimes we got to bring this thing. There's a lot of people who have no idea of what they're doing when they're tasked with coaching a quarterback and calling an offense. Tom Brady said it best because Colin Cowherd, they had this discussion about quarterback development. I thought it was, I just thought it was so great. I didn't want to play it, so I'm going to just paraphrase it. Colin, he said he had a statement that the quarterback should be easier. Quarterbacking should be easier now. Now, this is a commentator who ain't never played quarterback before in his life. He just running his mouth saying quarterback should be easier now. This is his opinion. He said, with the 7-on-7 and all his personal coaches these kids having now, the quarterbacking when they come in should be better. He said guys like Tom Brady, Drew Brees, and Troy Aikman had about 8 high school games per year. They had about 40 starts in their career in high school. He said, and he made a point. He said, these young guys now are having 10,000 snaps by the time they're 14 years old. They had every 7-on-7. I mean, these kids can throw the basket, can throw the pill now. But the physical part of being a quarterback, y'all, is just one part of it. Robert, he can't throw it. He throwing it on a dime. What's the use you're throwing it on a dime and throwing it to somebody else? You're throwing it hard then your players can't catch it. But he said he, as a commentator, he gives guys 3 years. This is a commentator. Talking about he gives quarterback 3 years. Let me explain to you why. So I can teach y'all when y'all listen to these talking heads. I want y'all to hear this. His argument now, he said, is Thanksgiving of year 2, the GM and the coach and the coordinator need to go upstairs in a private room and raise their hands, yes or no, about the quarterback. Let's say Thaddeus Moody, we get him a rookie, he ain't no good. I mean, he all right. And then the second year, all right. But in his second year around Thanksgiving, we need to go up there and say, hey, we're going to keep him or not. Hold on one second. Are we going to keep him or not? But, see, Thaddeus Moody got his opinion about the kid right there. Watch it. I don't care if they can because he painted his nail. I just said the boy painted his nail. I don't know the kid. I wish him the best. But do we give him a pass because of 3 head coaches and 3 offensive coordinators in 2 years? You should. You should. And this is what I'm trying to explain to you. Thank you, Thad, for that. But you should. But his argument, he said he didn't care where you drafted. He would give Caleb Williams, the guy you just talked about, he singled him out, 11 more weeks, and then I'll go upstairs and see if we got enough. He said this might be harsh. This Colin Cowherd now. He was talking to Tom Brady. He said, but is it fair? Thanksgiving year 2, he believed quarterbacks, if the operation is not there, he's not the guy. Is that too soon? Dad Moody, you just asked the question. I think it's too soon. I think this boy can play. I might be wrong. I don't like the nails, but I like him as a quarterback. Then Tom says, man, I argue this. You are assuming, watch this, you assuming everybody knows how to develop a quarterback. No, you right on time. Y'all, I want y'all to hear this. We assume that everybody, let's come to basketball. We assume that everybody know how to develop a basketball player. We assume. But Robert, he's with the Houston Hoops. He with JL3. See, I'm trying to teach you something here. I'm trying to show you something here. I'm telling you a story about the NFL, but I hope y'all hold these people in this basketball community accountable too. That's why y'all need to be sharing the show right now. It's at least 10 more people need to hear this. You'll call him and tell him Cameron will put the boy off the thing, and the dude talking crazy, that ignorant stuff y'all tell him about, but this here can help your kid out. Tom said, you are assuming that you're going into a program that know what they're talking about. He said, there's a lot of people who have, listen, in the NFL, Tom Brady, he one of the smartest men in the NFL, one of the smartest guys I ever been around. He said there's a lot of people who have no idea what they're doing when they are tasked with coaching a quarterback and calling an offense. Y'all got to realize a lot of these coaches was PE teachers. Then they got promoted to the head coach. Then they got the winning. Then they go up here and get the winning. And then somebody give them a job. Y'all forgetting these steps. Did y'all get them steps again? You got promoted because you was just there to the head coach in high school. Then you go be a head coach, assistant coach in college. Still don't know nothing. Then you're around there a long time. You mess around there and get a coaching job. Not all of them. You're assuming that you're going to, you said that there's a lot of people who have no idea. That's what Tom said. Just like y'all rank the quarterbacks, 1 through 32. Have y'all ever thought about ranking the offensive coordinator 1 through 32, or ranking the quarterback coach 1 through 32? Have anybody ever even thought about that? I told y'all need to share this show. I know y'all. I'm telling you, y'all see these Danny Dimes, Daniel Jones. He up there in New York, can't do nothing. They talking about him every day. But he had an NFL coaching staff up there. Now he balling over here. And the Indianapolis coach, balling, 2-0. Listen, they haven't punted yet. Let me repeat that. The Indianapolis coach in 2 weeks with Danny Dimes have not punted yet. In 2 games. They ain't punted. How do you rank? You rank it, the quarterback coaches, 1 to 32. So what if you had the 32 ranked coordinator? are the 32 ranked quarterback coach. How you gonna get to your level of development with a guy that the guy who got the top guy, he how you gonna get to that level? If you got the 32 ranked guy teaching CJ Stroud, how he gonna get what Patrick Mahomes is? Yo, this stuff is different. Man, they threw Baker Mayfield away to the trash. He was heavy trash. Go back and get the information. Go back. He got heavy trash. They got rid of him for nothing. They said, here, just take him. And now, ever since he left, he done threw more touchdowns than anybody. Yo, we got to understand this stuff in summer basketball. Some of these guys just winning games, man, because they got good players. What are they teaching your baby? Coach, the young freshman who comes in a system and smart enough, he gonna play if he good enough. You know why the freshmen don't play in college basketball? It's not because they're offensively not talented. It's defense. Their ass get lost and be doing this because they haven't studied the game. I keep trying to tell y'all that. But y'all listen to these guys around here who can't make a damn layup. He was telling a story, Tom Brady was, when he got to the Patriots. He sat behind Drew Bledsoe, who was the Patriots franchise quarterback. In his second year in training camp, they had a very good quarterback coach called, I think, Dick Ravine. God rest his soul. Unfortunately, he passed away in training camp of a heart attack. It was a very difficult loss for the team in Tom Brady's second year. And how they continued on that season, you just couldn't go get no another coach. Bill Belichick, who was the head coach, he moved. He moved. More. He was more of a defensive coach. But he came over and said, "Okay, I'm gonna help with the quarterbacks." Drew Bledsoe, Tom Brady, and them hadn't even imagined Bill trying, the head coach who concentrates on defense, over here trying to coach and help us. He said he was a head coach that was heavily involved with the defensive game planning, right? But he decided to come every week and talk to the quarterbacks about coverage. Y'all watch this, fundamentals. Walk to the quarterbacks about coverage. Tom, he said, Bill would have these big write-ups. He always writing stuff. He said, Tom, he said, and Tom said he still got all the write-ups in storage. Tom, this is a cover one. This is how they play it. This is who is responsible for who. Okay, if we line up in a bunch formation, and this how we going to handle them, this how they going to handle the bunch formation. This is why they do this. This is why they do this. You shouldn't do this if that's how they cover it. So he's teaching and developing the guy. Okay, this is a cover two. Everybody don't do this. Okay, this is a cover two. This is how we cover this. They play cover two variation. They play two different cover two variations, right? Or in this variation, this is what they do, and this was what they're trying to stop. We're talking about the defense. He said they're in that variation. This is what they're trying to stop. Okay, Tom, now this is cover four. This is how the teams uniquely play cover four. We shouldn't line up in this formation. He teaching the young quarterback. We shouldn't run this concept. He's developing the young quarterback. That's for years. That's how he got developed. First of all, these kids ain't staying around long enough to learn something in basketball. Coach tell them to get on the line and run one time. They quit. They going home. Mom, I want to transfer, Mom. There's one little Osiris kid around here in Houston and transferred so many times. They said, no, you can't transfer no more. You just got you can't play basketball. You just sit your little ass down. You didn't transfer too much. He was developed. He said, of defensive calls of certain plays, this is how we can put them in this formation. When we do this, they got to do this. He's just showing them how they got to back off that coverage, and they would have, and he might have a short throw underneath. Nobody's getting that type of development. Barry McDonald. He said he learned the offensive standpoint just watching Drew. Very good offensive coaches, had very good offensive coaches. Then they had he said he had good offensive coaches, and then he had a defensive coaches, one of the best of all time, teaching them how to read defense. Everybody ain't got that. Have y'all seen some of them teams that's always losing every year and always losing? Because they got bad coaches. All these players good now. All these players 5-star, and they wouldn't make it in the league. But when you got 5 stars going against 5 stars, you got the coach. Then Tom said he'd go further. Then he would go and meet with player personnel people. You know why player person? Because they know the personnel of all the other teams. High school basketball players, college basketball teams. Who is your player personnel guy? Who gonna tell you about every player on the other team? That's what I love about Johnny Jones. And I hope these guys come. He got a great extensive scouting report. I get the chance to look at the scouting report. He's telling us everybody who gonna bust our behind. And let me tell you something. They call it the scout. I'm telling you, every time, whatever he put on that sheet, that's what the other team do. So if I was a player, I'll be studying that like it's the Bible. Our problem is we don't. We don't. How many of your kids, y'all know these players, how many of your kids study the scouting report? Boy, so Tom Brady, he said the personnel department would go through the whole defensive lineup for me. This is what he does on defense. This is what this player does on defense. That's development, y'all. You would give people knowledge and information that they can what? Take to the field. Basketball, you give them knowledge and information. Coach Jones, give them knowledge. Penny Hardaway, give them knowledge. Damon Stoudemire, give them knowledge so they can take to the floor. But y'all, I know some of them players don't even read it. Absolutely, Sonya. Every team should do this, and they don't do it, though, Sonya. And I'm talking about NFL teams. Y'all don't know when y'all spread out like that, Baker Mayfield gonna take off. Where is his spy? Yeah, but you can watch it on YouTube, but you gotta know what you're looking at. See, y'all, watching games on YouTube and watching film is 2 different things. Because you gotta know what to look at. I can give somebody stuff, Eric, and tell them to watch this game. They ain't gonna see the game the way I see it, so I got to explain to them how to see it. You follow me? Me and Sonya will have watch the same game, and Sonya gonna come with something different, and I'm gonna have something different. But what a coach got to do, teach his kids how to see it, how he sees it. Because if he don't see it the way he sees it, his butt gonna be on that bench. Y'all follow me? See, and you want to have all this information. Why? So you can play with confidence and anticipation. You know this dude gonna go in this type of the game, man. If you ought to see it, man. I wish I had one. It's in my briefcase. Johnny Jones. Hold up, y'all. Y'all know I got one somewhere. Hold up. Let me just give y'all a little bit. I ain't giving y'all our secrets now. Let me see where I got one. I think I got one, y'all. I just want to give y'all some. Is this stuff good? Y'all like this kind of stuff? I mean, now we can talk about something else. But man, is this stuff good? Hold up. Let's see. Let's see. I got one. It's trying to load up. It's trying to load up for me. Nah, that ain't it. That ain't it. Hold up, y'all. Let's try this. Let's try this. He said that killed the text. Nah, that's damn schedule. Not that. Man, where's my scouting report? Okay, here go one. I think this one. Okay. All right. Boy, he got stuff I can't give. Like Southern, when we talked about Southern, they talk about Southern's record, and they come in with a record of so-and-so. They give you offensive keys to look for. You give you defensive keys to look for. You give them strengths to look for. Then you give them weaknesses to look for. Then you go down and tell them who's the best three-point shooters on the team, who's the worst free throw shooters on the team, who is the best what they feel, what they did in the last 5 games, and all that. Hold on. Then they tell you the depth chart on each player. They're telling you every player's name. So I have this information. Then they tell you the last 5 games that the players, they give you all that information, what they get. Then they got an offensive summary. And then they got a defensive summary of what Southern gonna do. Then they got a picture of the guy. Then they got his stats right next to it. So, man, if you got all this information, you can play free when you get to the game. Thank you, Johnny Jones, for this information. Ladies and gentlemen, see, all y'all got kids, y'all got people y'all can influence. CJ ain't been developed right. CJ looked like I don't know what the hell he be doing out there. He looked damn near scared to me. He ain't playing with confidence and anticipation. He missing wide open throws. That means he's thinking about something else. He's not prepared. Where else I was at? What was that? Where was that? You want to be able to play with confidence and anticipation, and that will free you up to play the game aggressively. You're a quarterback, and you go to a system, and they don't teach you coverages. They don't teach you cover 1, 2, 3, and 4. They don't have you in personnel meetings. They give you give you an offensive game plan, and they say, "Okay, buddy, figure it out. You came from USC, figure it out. You came from here, figure it out. When y'all did they have a pro style offense? Figure it out." Y'all, let me tell y'all something. Y'all can say what you want about this boy, Shedeur Sanders. But when I saw that ragtag ass piece of basketball team they had out there, and that kid had to play behind that offensive line, and he won all them games, Shedeur is better than I thought he was. Because I went out. She said, CJ don't know what he's doing either. I mean, that's how he playing. Shirley, that's how he playing. See, what I'm trying to get to y'all, and y'all hear me on this. They give you, they got to give you an offensive game plan. But they don't do it. Then after year 2 and Thanksgiving, they want to get rid of you. I'm not trying to get rid of CJ. No, he just need to develop more. He just ain't developed all the way yet. He got some tools now. Even old fingernails got some tools. You remember they was about to get rid of Bryce Young last year. He was a rookie. I think he played scared too. See, now you want to say Baker Mayfield. He didn't have these dudes last year. He didn't have them dudes when he first got there. Thaddeus Moody. See, I don't like this. That's just freaking terrible. Take right here. Baker Mayfield has the luxury of the best wide receiver coming. He didn't have that last year. He didn't have it the year before. And since he left Cleveland, he throw more touchdowns than anybody. And you want to talk about he got the luxury? Hold on. Them other teams got the luxury of having some badass dudes on their team. I can't stand when y'all do that. He got the luxury. Y'all wasn't talking about no Baker Mayfield before this happened. Don't tell me he got the luxury now. Because I saw Baker Mayfield making plays last night with his feet. So I just don't like, that's just disingenuous to me. See, y'all throw guys away. They threw this man away, man. He got the luxury. He had Odell Beckham. Odell Beckham just as good as anybody you just mentioned. Catch the ball with one hand. All this him. Nick Chubb. But see, what I would have asked, did you teach the kid anything? Did you groom him? Did you spend time after practice? Did you work on the physical parts of his game? Did you work on his throwing mechanics? Man, look at Josh Allen's. Do me a favor, go look at Josh Allen at Wyoming and look at Josh Allen the way he throw that ball now. Somebody that developed him. Baker Mayfield was the #1 pick in the draft. He's supposed to be good. But don't tell me the only reason he's doing it, he got the luxury of having somebody. Don't, that's disingenuous. Because if them same guys dropping balls, you ain't gonna say that. With all of that, hold up. If he got the luxury of all of that, well, then he should have beat the Texans by more than that. See, don't be telling me about what he got. He could have lost this game last night if D'Amico Ryans in your homeboy was a little more smarter. So don't come to me telling me about the luxury he got. He scored 20 damn points. But did you work on these kids' throwing mechanics? Did you work on this kid free throws? I never forget, little kid, everybody in the city talking about I couldn't shoot. Everybody's talking about, every time I say something about it, Shirley, oh, he all right, but he can't shoot. Then I asked, he been on all these summer basketball teams. He been all around these people and been coached by everybody around here. Why ain't there one of y'all ass trying to teach him how to shoot? So guess what? I go in the gym and show him what he's doing with his hands and the body and all that. Then the next thing you know, the man had 6 or 7 threes in one game and 5 in the next game. And I mean, it took a little time, but somebody got to, you got to be taught this stuff. Do you work on the player in his drops if you're a quarterback? Did you work on the mental parts of the game? Did you know how to, do you know how to help him study better? I watch YouTube video, that ain't studying. You got to have all these aspects. The physical aspect is just one part of the game. Yeah, sometimes he can look like Tarzan, but he play like Jane. Oh, he big. Oh, he big. Ain't get one damn rebound. Like I was at the Ruck on the Wood. And then people were bragging about the big 7-foot dude. And I said, that ass ain't getting no rebound. Then people try to have excuses for him. You're the tallest dude in the gym. Go get the damn ball. But y'all always have some, well, he got the luxury. Hell no. That man's a dog. Baker Mayfield. That man ran from the police and lived to talk about it. But the physical aspect, ladies and gentlemen, is just one part of the game. Tom Brady was the 199th pick of the draft. 100. Y'all mad about Shadua? He's 144. I don't care. He on the team. He got a jersey on. He ain't even inactive. You got to show them. I don't care how good they are. You have to show them how to play this game. But but the problem is, a lot of these people don't know how to teach it. Because so many people are focusing on the physical skills. Tom Brady, you know what they said about him when he came out? He too weak. He can't stand in the pocket. He get hit. He always go down. But what Tom understood was the mental, emotional parts of the game. He could bring consistent, competitive, winning attitude to practice and to games every single week. He could absorb information. You give him pages of notes, he gonna read them. You ain't gonna see him on the back of the bus. And he took this process and all these things to him with the feel, and so he can play with anticipation. This Tom Brady is talking about himself. He said his lack of physical development, he said, far exceeded a lot of people, other people, because it is a mental and emotional development. And that's hard. That's a hard thing to evaluate. You don't know. You can't evaluate somebody's heart. You can't evaluate if somebody it's meat right there on the table and one of y'all gonna eat. Who's gonna get that meat? A lot of times, y'all, I told y'all these are PE teachers and coaches that get elevated to coaches' positions. I'm watching Justin Herbert play his ass off last year, but he had Anthony Lynn, it didn't work. He had Brandon Staley, didn't work. And then Harbaugh come in, and now he's all world. And y'all think it ain't got nothing to do with coaching? He said people rather criticize you than show you right away. That's why this show is needed, because you're always teaching us. Man, I know it, and people don't want me to teach y'all this. I'm just telling y'all, though. They want me to just keep it, and y'all talk about the Astros. Hell no. The Astros got theirs. I'm trying to teach our young kids how to get ours. Or theirs. You feel me? I was on yesterday. But I tell you this stuff, man. I was talking about some coaching stuff yesterday. Just me talking to these high-level coaches and high-level leaders. And I talk to coaches in all sports and all discipline. I just like to know. Y'all, I'm telling you one thing. Y'all got to realize, man. That's why I was so prepared when I was representing athletes. Man, yo, when I did the negotiations, I know so much about every one of the players, every player that's ever made the money in my particular, let's say Brandon Wheatfall was a cornerback. I know it. Every cornerback thinking about making the value of the quarterback, what he brings to his team. How does it? I never forget. I told the New England Patriots, hold on. They paying Tom Brady all that damn money. Y'all listen to this. All of that money over there, and Tom Brady is getting all this money. Not Tom Brady. Y'all paying what's that boy? Peyton Manning all that money. But every time he come up against Ty Law, he's scared to throw on his side of the field. So Ty Law is just as valuable as Peyton Manning. So you got to pay him like that. He's scared to throw a whole side of the field. Peyton Manning did never throw the Ty Law side of the field. So Ty cut the whole basketball field in half. So guess what? You got to pay him like that. They said, wow. Y'all follow me? We got to learn. Yo, this stuff, you got to learn. You can't, man, I can hoop. No. You know, our problem I think where the NBA falls short, these clown ass dudes that coming into the NBA, they don't know the history of the NBA. They don't know about Spencer Haywood and all of these people and what they had to do to endure. For them to sit up here and talk about, yeah, you know, I'm all this. And Anthony Edwards talking about, yeah, I thought we was going on that vacation when we go to the All-Star game. Because he ain't nobody taught him. He don't know nothing about no damn NFL. I mean, no NBA. Because ain't nobody taught him. And the people around him don't know either. So if they teach him what he know, they ain't none of them gonna know nothing. I told y'all about, I was asking coaches questions. These questions I might ask coaches this year. See, I be practice. This is what I be. Like I asked the coach. I'm asking coach, when you got a player, and I told him, how do you relate your vision to the player? And then what happens if both of y'all have to completely different visions? I mean, stuff like that. Then I asked him one time, I said, I'm gonna ask this coach, I'm saying, beyond vision, what are the 3 keys that you think every coach need to bring to the building every day? I'm gonna ask them coaches in the SWAC this question. Ain't nobody else gonna ask them. Because I wanna know how you think. I just saw the damn game. I'm not finna ask about that damn game. I know what happened in the game. I can play the game back in my ear, but back in my head. I done watched it. I done spoke it. I can tell you. I mean, sometimes I be laughing. They be laughing at me. I can tell you what's gonna happen almost out of a timeout. What should happen? Be beyond vision, coach. You know, every time I'm in the press conference, I know people be looking like me like this mother. Cause they be asking me, what about this player? How she did this? How they did that? Well, y'all just saw that. Coach, beyond vision, what are the 3 keys you think that every coach need to bring to the building every day? I know what I would say. And y'all listen. I write the questions down and then I answer my own questions. How I would answer them if I was a coach. I ain't never been no coach. But first thing I would say is, he said, we don't know our value, history, and it's important in life that we know. Absolutely. Y'all, hey, y'all, my best power, my best energy. You know when I get my best energy? Is when I'm learning, when I'm reading, so I can give to y'all. And I can give to my business. I can give to my son. I can give to my daughter. I can give to my grandson. And what, let's say Bartholomew said, Robert Hatter, beyond vision, what are 3 keys that every coach should bring? You know what first thing I would say? Coach, you got to bring your passion. It's got to show up. I hope these young coaches getting this. From the practice floor, from the office to the film room, coach, your passion has got to be there. Your energy and your enthusiasm has to be there. And coach, you got to understand the details of the game. That's why coaches have to continue to what? Study. They got to continue to study. They got to continue to study more than just their team. They got to study more than just their players. They got to study more than just their recruits. Study and learn. And you have to get your own personal energy from learning about your players. Learn about what it takes to win. A lot of y'all competing, a lot of y'all having games. Learn what it takes to win. You got to be better at teaching the details, because the details gonna kill you. The devil, what they say, the devil's in the details. The details gonna kill you. That wrong blackout, that bad blackout, that play last night. CJ and them can't get a touchdown on the second and goal. The details. Somebody missed the block here. Somebody missed the block here. TSU, they lost that game against Prairie View because 71 did not block and they got a safety. The details. 71 or 72. One of them two. Can't remember them. I was so mad. I was out of town watching that damn game. Mad as hell. Study and learn. That may mean you got to ask somebody else, coaches. Rick, what's his name? Not Rick. What's that boy name? Kyler Perry. Saw that dribble handoffs stuff. A dude running it in junior college. He went down there to study it. He didn't say, man, he in junior college. I ain't running that. No, he wanted. He liked that. I'm gonna tell y'all who got some good stuff they run. Whenever she gets some players that match up with the stuff she wants, Vanetsky, that coach at TSU, she she done turned the she run the flex, but she got a twist to it, and she call it the flux. Instead of FLEX, it's the FLUX. She runs some me and Johnny Jones in there watching a practice one day. Oh my God. Whenever she get the talent to match up with them, with what she got, she's very detail oriented. Listen, TSU girls never had a problem getting a wide open shot. They just didn't make them. Just didn't make them. Nothing against the girls. Because the people who taught them girls when they were young didn't teach them right. So now they're in college. Now you got to take it to another level. A college player got to make open shots. The woman running stuff to get you an open shot, you got to make it 45% of the time. That is one of the greatest neglects in coaching to me, is really understand the details that win. I watch it so much, man. I thank God for putting me in the position to call these games these last 4 years. Man, I saw so much basketball, bad basketball. But it's just the little details. And I wish I can give it to every college. I can't see me bogged down at no one college. I just can't do that. I just can't do it. I can't do it. Can't do it. That's not my ministry. I want to give my stuff to the world, not just the one person. For a lot of people that are getting into coaching, You got to come to an understanding that I'm going to learn the details and I'm going to teach the details. And with all that being said, if you don't have the ability to communicate non-verbally and verbally, if you don't have the ability to connect with the person, to get them to feel that you're locked in, you got to work at your communication constantly because you have to have it consistently. Doesn't mean you're going to be consistently say the same things, but that communication has to be consistent with your player coaches because you are in a world now where there is such a fight to get their attention. There's such a fight to get them to truly communicate with you. There's such a fight to get them to truly think of themselves and to speak and to understand. You have to get them to be able to fix their own games. If you teaching them well enough, that's what people be watching and be marveling at the way I can play golf. But y'all, sometimes I'm hitting bad shots. Everybody hit bad shots. But I got the ability to come back and fix it. Well, Robert, I did that. Don't do that time. You got to have the ability to fix it. That's what separates the better golfers from the guys that they don't know how to fix it. Because it's gonna go bad. Listen, you're gonna hit the ugliest shot in the world. I hit a couple of them yesterday. But I forgot about that shot and worked on the next one. But you have to be able to teach the players to fix their own games, coaches. If you don't have a lot of questions, and if you don't have a lot of questions about what you're doing, players, if you don't have the ability to ask questions about what you need to do to improve, players, man, where the hell are my coach? Shanquetta, I would wear the hell out of my coach. About how we going to guard this, coach. What are we doing here, coach? Man, the coach, what that, my son, what? I said, man, don't you know what you got to do out here? Don't you be looking at that coach? He done told you the point guard. You call it, but you better make sure. I always tell him, I said, now if you don't like what's being done, now you go off and do something on your own, you better make sure it works. But if you're the point guard, you should know everything the coach want to run. Coach, you shouldn't be looking over there asking the coach nothing. Out of bounds play, you should know. Coach shouldn't have to tell you. You should be thinking like him. Point guards I'm talking to right now. But I wish all y'all could. But y'all, this is the point guard thing I've been trying to work on. How you guard this? How you do? How are we doing this, coach? Not to be questioning all the time. There's a place for questioning, but have questions. It's a different. Why are we doing? No. Have questions. Then you'll become a player that gives answers. Man, I'm giving y'all. Boy, y'all need to be paying for this. I know ain't nobody telling y'all this. You have to work at that. You got to work at that. Then I got another question. How many minutes I got? Yeah. Got another question. That's what I'm gonna ask. I'm working on y'all. I'm practicing on y'all. Coach, what have you done over the course of your career to make sure that your message doesn't get stale? That people are still listening. What do you think about that question? Sonya, what you think? Brandon, what you think? Sanquetta, what you think? Y'all helping me now. Y'all helping me with my research here. Basketball season is upon us. Let me see how many days we got left basketball season. Watch this. Is that good one? Can I ask that one? Ain't nobody saying nothing to me. Y'all ain't right. Y'all ain't right. Y'all ain't right. Y'all ain't right. Y'all talk to me. See? Ain't nobody gonna say nothing. I'm looking for some. Oh, he didn't post it today. I'll just go over there. I said, Coach, what have you done over the course of your career to make sure that your message doesn't get stale? That people are still listening. Terry, you know why? Because every coach have their central, their central tenets. You would always certain things. That's certain things you're non-negotiable. You know, certain things you do. But how do you keep your message fresh? One of the greatest energies to me is learning and being able to bring it to somebody. I love that energy. I love to be able to tell y'all something and y'all say, wow. Whether it's on this show or whether it's when I commentate in games, I'm going to say something that somebody going to say. What I said one time, I can't remember some of this stuff. I said, we need a player with gravity. Oh, my girl, watch it. That is, I love it because you can have a long tenure in coaching, can be the OJs. But I'm just saying, what do the coaches do to keep their message fresh? I'm going to say the same thing, but I got to keep it fresh. What do you do, coach? One of my greatest energies is learning and being able to bring it to somebody. Coach, I want to bring, I want to bring what I'm learning across to y'all. Y'all, I'm learning all this stuff by talking to coaches. I want to bring what I know and what I'm learning across to the player. I want to help find a way. I know how hard it is. I played. My son played. I got friends that play. That college basketball is hard. It's hard. College basketball is hard. Now they done gave you a couple of dollars. It's harder. Because they're going to expect more out of your little black ass. Don't take it personal. Don't get to calling your mama whining. Mamas, you tell them, man, get in there and work. But baby, some old coach has been calling here. He gonna do you the same way. A lot of times, the details, y'all, the communication, how you see the game, that becomes your edge. I want the players who talk to me, I want them to look. I got a few players I need to text today. Man, it's the details, the communication, how you see the game. Those things become your edges. How, because you got to learn how to coach see the game. It's not by how your little ass see the game. You want to see it like the coach sees it. Your fundamentals become your edge. Because so many people think they might have fundamentals, but really their details and those fundamentals don't hold up when the pressure comes. I told y'all, I'll never forget this. Son, as a freshman, my son shot 95% through high school. He don't never miss a free throw. I've been in the gym with him when he hit 100 and something in a row. He go as a freshman and shoot 50%, might be less. Watch this. Bad. He was missing. He wasn't getting a lot. You know, he wasn't shooting a lot. But dad, watch it. When the game was on the line, he made every last one of them. When the game was on the line, to send it in overtime to win the game, he hit nothing but bottom. His fundamentals stood up under pressure. I love to learn. I love to study. I love to listen. I be on the golf course. I have my earpiece in my head, but people think I be listening to. I be on the phone. Somebody waiting on a phone call. I'm listening to somebody. I'm listening to something. I'm serious. I'm listening to some of the great thinkers. I love to meet other leaders. I love to study other sports. I like to read, but I love to see things. I never forget when I went over to Spain and we saw Real Madrid. I wanted to meet their coach. I wanted to know what he was thinking about. The great soccer coach over there. That's the creative in me. See, that creates the kind of energy in me. Learn, young players. I never have a trouble. Y'all know what? I never have trouble waking up in the morning knowing that I got to be a lot better. Even on this show, I want to deliver better stuff to y'all on this show. Every time, I want to be better. I'm around people like Robert Young. I sit and watch him. He probably don't even know I be paying attention to him. I watch how he takes care of his clients' hair. He one of the most renowned people that do natural hair in the country. And I sit, I be in there. He think I sit there and watch him. Them women come out of there looking like brand new money. I watch you. If you're good at what you do, I'm watching you. I'm gonna ask coaches. That brings them on my question. You know what? I'm gonna ask these coaches. This is another question. Coach, do you cultivate relationship with people in other sports? What you think about that one? That a good one to ask? I'm gonna ask it anyway. Because leadership is leadership. You become and admire leadership when you do that. I love something that makes me think. I always like to be around women that make me think. Guys that make me think. That's why I said I love talking to myself. I love talking to intelligent people. That's why I talk to myself. All I was waiting on is an invitation. Man, come on, man. For you, come on, man. I got something. We're going to talk about it. But he said, we call T positive ear hustling. I'm serious, man. I can't stand status quo. I can't stand Robert A, B, C, D. I don't see the world like that. I've been all over. I don't see the world like that. The world is different, man. I'm just so nervous since this man been in office. I don't want to go out of the country. 'Cause I might be one of they listen. No, don't let him back in. I'm serious. One of my favorite people in the world is right now in Japan. I was supposed to go. I just changed my mind. Ladies and gentlemen, when you get around great people, it should trigger your thinking and it should inspire you. I know it's a partner of mine called me almost every day. We're gonna talk about golf, but he always want to know how I'm thinking about something. I know what he's doing. I believe you me. I know he using me, but guess what? I don't mind him using me. I told you, I don't mind you using me because I got some stuff that God gave me. But just don't misuse me. Boy, y'all get that one on the way home. I told you, I want to leave this earth empty. I don't want to be a generational thief. I came here to pour out. Everybody came here to give something. Everybody was equipped to have something when they came here. Everybody was equipped. Y'all equipped. Don't let the graveyard is the richest place, the most wealthy spot in the world. Because there's some dreams that were never fulfilled, some books that were never read, some songs that were never written, some inventions that were never invented in the graveyard because of hopelessness, poorly chosen friends, alcohol abuse, drug abuse. They went to the grave and robbed us. I don't want to be a generational thief. That's why I'm giving y'all this. Every single Monday through Thursday, I'm going to give you something other than the score of the damn Rockets game or the Texans game. It ain't going to change. It's 20-19. We needed 2 more points. Where could we get them from? Maybe if them players thought like this, and hopefully when I'm around these people that trigger me, trigger you to think and inspire me, and hopefully it's a two-way street. If I'm getting from them, I hope they're getting from me too. Where they feel like you're taking. See, a lot of people, especially these famous people, these coaches, this sports, y'all done groupified sports so much. Sometimes they don't want to talk to everybody, and I don't blame them because people don't want to record them and all that kind of stuff. But when you find someone and they know your intentions are pure, that you're not trying to get something from them. See, y'all know what I learned, Sam? The smartest people in the room are learners. So coaches, always be aware of what's going on in your program because awareness is a fundamental, especially in coaching. And I'm gonna talk about this tomorrow. Because I want to get deep down in it because some coaches have been brought up to believe that coaching success comes down to what you don't see and what you don't hear. I don't believe in that, coaches. Another coach's theory is coaches come down talking about down to solving problems and solving differences. And then they said, some coaches said, well, let's not see that. I don't want to see that. He over there smoking dope. I don't want to see that. You have to see it, coach, so you can know what you're dealing with. You have to see it because as a leader, you're responsible for it. If you're a coach and you don't know who the smokers on your team, you're responsible for it. You better know who they are. Every one of y'all in college got some on there. Or you better have people around you that can see it. I'm going to talk about that tomorrow. So I'm going to talk about awareness. Where awareness is a fundamental. That's what I'm gonna talk about tomorrow. Somebody that is Moody. Make sure you send me and tell me, hey Robert, you gotta talk about this tomorrow. But I gotta get out of here, man. I can't wait. I want to give y'all 120 minutes of your day. I'll never forget that lady told me, y'all, this what drives me every day. And lady said, Robert, I'm going to get my chemo. I got to listen to you. This is the best 100 minutes, 120 minutes of my day, right before I go into chemo every day. I'll never, ever, ever, ever forget that. Ever, ever. That's why I need y'all to share the show. Everybody need to be watching this all over the world because somebody need to hear that message today. And I'm gonna get out of here. And y'all have some questions for me tomorrow. Because y'all got to understand, the basketball season about to start. I got to have questions. What do you want to hear from Johnny Jones? Give me a question that y'all want to ask me, a coach in the SWAC. So when I'm talking to him on the phone, when I'm talking in a press conference, I'll be able to, I want to know what y'all want to know. I know, you know what I'm saying? But I want to know what y'all know. So I'm out of here. I'll see y'all later. See you tomorrow. Women Rock Wednesday tomorrow. So we're going to talk about awareness. I'm out.